Hey y'all, welcome to Wigs.com. I'm Sandy, also known as I Be Wiggin'. Today we're taking a look at the brand new release from Raquel Welch. This is Dress Rehearsal. It's part of their sheer luxury collection in the shade RL1621SS Shaded Sand. Raquel Welch has done it again, y'all. Another gorgeous style. This style reminds me quite a bit of Showstopper or Spotlight. It is a mid-length style that has these long feather cut layers. That is your 7-inch fringe or your bang, like I say it in the South. And then it's on this side as well. This is my favorite part, y'all. See how that bang just softly swoops and feathers into the body of the style. Just beautiful. Now that bang could sweep your face like this, or you could contour it away from your face. You'd have to use some heat. Just rub those hands together and create some friction, and then hold it there for just a few seconds, and that will probably take a few tries in order to get it to contour. And if that doesn't work, then you can use a heat tool to create that contour, but it just wants to softly swoop your forehead. So you have a 7-inch fringe, and then you have a 12-inch layer on the side, then a 13-inch layer, 13-inch from the nape. You have 13 inches from the crown, and you also have a 13-inch layer in the back. So just lots of soft feather cut layers into this style. Now, because that temple is an extended lace front and it goes into those ear tabs, it's also a wide lace front that goes into that left mono part. You've got enough of that lace front that if you wanted to move it over to the right side, you would still have that lace front to work with. Now you'll probably have to do some training in order to get it to stay this way because it naturally wants to fall to the right, but you could move it to the opposite side because you have that wide lace front. Now speaking of lace fronts, let's take a look at it. Now it goes without saying that Raquel Welch's lace fronts are just top notch. They're just amazing. Their hairlines look so natural. They bring their lightest shade into that lace front, and there's not a banding effect on this shade, which I really like. You don't see that highlight that's just mainly focused on that lace front. So you have a blending of all of those shades in this lace front, which makes it really nice. Now, I'm going to get into this cap here in a minute, y'all. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss what this cap is like. It is amazing. But do you see the coverage that I get with this cap? I'm a 22.5-inch circumference. Now, I'm going to show y'all later, but there is silicone on these ear tabs. When you push those ear tabs down on your forehead, it is so flush. I mean, it just lays so flush against your forehead that it makes it look that much more realistic. So they're just really flat and really hug onto your temples. I love that. So let's talk about the density on Dress Rehearsal. Very low density, just really natural and realistic. It is 4.6 ounces, so it's not a heavy wig, and the density is really, really light on this style. So if you're looking for a low density piece from Raquel Welch, then Dress Rehearsal is a good choice because it is a low density wig. Dress Rehearsal is made with Raquel Welch's true-to-life heat-friendly fibers, meaning that you're going to need to use heat in order to maintain the integrity of the fibers. Now, I do have to mention that I have experienced tangling already with Dress Rehearsal, so I feel like mine in particular is going to need heat on it every time that I wear it. Now normally I will use heat every 2 or 3 wears, but this one I feel like it's going to need heat every time, and to keep those ends from fraying or getting frizzy, because if you let them get out of a hand and you don't treat them regularly, then it's harder to treat them. It can be fixed, but you want to keep up with it so that it doesn't get out of hand. So what I will do is spray the ends with some water and take my heat tool on 280 to 300 and slowly go down those ends. Now you'll hear a sizzling sound, and that's okay. It's essentially melting those fibers together, and then it will just smooth out those ends. And then I like to treat it with a leave-in conditioner to keep it conditioned. But this wig is going to need a wide tooth comb with you wherever you go, and it's going to need heat treatment. The shade I'm wearing is Shaded Sand RL1621SS. Y'all, this is a gorgeous shade. I love Shaded Biscuit, but y'all, this is really pretty. It's not quite as bright as Shaded Biscuit, but it is a beautiful dimensional shade. And if you're looking for a softer, darker blonde, then this is a great choice. And you've got all of this dimension. You have a dark sandy blonde in there, and then a gold blonde. You have a honey blonde that creates all of this dimension. And then you can see there's that ash blonde in there as well. Just a beautiful dimensional shade, and then it is on a medium brown root. Now while we're looking at that root, I want you to see that you do have a visible part. I have on a dark wig cap, so you probably don't see it as well on me, but that part is not densely threaded, so you are going to be able to see through to have that illusion of scalp on Dress Rehearsal. This is Raquel Welch's LuxLite cap. It's part of their sheer luxury collection, and it truly is luxurious, y'all. You have an extended lace that goes into those ear tabs, and then you have a wide monofilament part. Here's that area where you can change the parting space. Right here is a double layer of very soft lace. There's no permatease under that lace. And I want you to notice just how smooth these transitions are, just how seamless they are done. You have different components to this cap, but it almost appears as if it's one piece. You have another layer of lace that comes from that double layer of lace and then goes all the way to the back, and then you have a part, this lower part has closed wefting. On the ear tabs, they are velvet covered, and then they also have a silicone that has been sewn onto it. It is removable if you want to take that off, but it's very grippy, and it will grip onto your temples to keep that wig secure and also give more comfort. Then on the extended nape, you also have velvet that also has a silicone sewn onto it as well. You have a very thin Velcro strap adjusters that you can adjust in to meet your circumference or move them out. This is their petite average cap, but it would very easily fit an average head. I mean, normally, not normally, but a lot of times I find that with a fully hand-tied cap that there's not a lot of stretch. But with this cap, you do have stretch, so it would easily fit an average size head. Once again, this is Dress Rehearsal from Raquel Welch in the shade Shaded Sand RL1621SS. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time on Wigs.com. Bye.